Thank you, Sergeant. Council, great Herb Wesson for a very, very special presentation.
Hey there, hey there. Mr. President and members, thank you for affording me a few minutes at this time. If I could ask the sergeants to please deal with the disruption that we're having in the back. And what I do want to say, because a lot of us in this room are offended by an individual that's here in a T-shirt that makes literally no sense at all, and it's very offensive to, I believe, African Americans and non-African Americans. But he has the right to do that, so we are forced to allow him to exercise his rights. But if Mr. Herman continues to disrupt this meeting, sergeants, I do want him to removed. He's not part of this very, very important celebration that we're having today, recognizing a sound and music that was invented in this country, in New Orleans, by the, what was it, Buddy Bolden? Buddy Bolden back in 1901 or 1905, a music, a genre that has connected throughout this world, throughout racial lines, jazz and blues. And I have before you today organization, the Living Legend Foundation, and we're celebrating their Jazz Abration celebration, where they recognize jazz and blues performers. We started this last year, and we hope to make this a tradition. We have 16 people that we're going to quickly present to you today. These individuals are over a certain age. I will not say that age. I don't know why that's important, but they are living legends, and they all have over 25 years experience in making this country laugh, making this country cry, making this country feel alive. The importance of this is to ensure that the young people never forget. They never forget their history. They never forget from whence they came. This organization, they meet on a monthly basis, and they provide fellowship in their, I guess, musical shows, and they produce 2 signature events. The first one is International Jazz Day, that's in April, and this Jazz Abration, which is in June. We have before you today legends, and I may need a help with a name or two, because some people are a little cooler than others, and they might have put a little twist to the name. And I want to recognize Linda Morgan, but she's the one that selected these 16 people. Can we give her a round of applause? Give a wave. Okay, we have with us, we hope we have, is Phyllis Battle here today? Raise your hand. Give her a round of applause. OGC Black. Am I okay with that? Okay, I can do this one. Rosalie Brooks.
Raise your hand.
Raise your hand. Don't be shy. Act like you're on stage. Yeah. Okay, we have Dre Courtney, Sonny Green, Lee Hartley, Dr. Jimmy McConnell. Come here, Linda. Help me. I'm going to try this. Retha Petruza Teese. I was close? All right. Bobby Pierce, Dalili Pearson, Dr. Bobby Rodriguez. Yeah, Clint Rosemont, Sherwood Sledge. Oh, you brought some friends with you. And my dear friend Dwight Tribble. Dwight, are you here? Where's Dwight? I see him in the back of the World Stage in Leimert Park in the district that I represent, a man that I consider a dear friend. Speaking on behalf of the group, I just want to say a few things about her. Representing the group today is a young lady who has an extensive history as a session and touring vocalist and an artist development coach. She's the author of 17 Points to Longevity in Show Business, and her expansive career, our speaker engages in a diverse range of musical styles. Ladies and gentlemen, let me present to you Stephanie, like my cousin. Stephanie, is it Spruill?
Spruill.
Spruill, dressed to the nines. Stephanie, the mic is yours.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Good morning. I would like to thank Council President Herb Wesson, Council members, Linda Morgan, and the wonderful guests who came out to support all of the honorees of the living legends of jazz and blues. We received this distinguished award, and acknowledgement is truly an honor. Thank you. In preparing for this day, I went to Linda's website. Perusing the information, she had an acronym of what a legend is, and it read, L, lasting through the test of time, 25 plus years or more doing their craft. E, enthusiastic about sharing themselves with the next generation. G, generous with their gifts and talents. E, energized about the legacy that they will leave for their families. N, never selfish with the gifts that God has given them. D, determined to make sure that they have a legacy to be remembered. That describes who we are and why we are all here. I remember as a young child, from morning till night, jazz was echoing throughout the house, whether on the radio or the extensive record collection my parents had. Jazz and blues was always playing. The music was like another member of the family, and I had a big one. So it made sense for me that jazz and blues would be the genre of music I would fall in love with and pursue. The melodies, rhythm, and lyrics made me feel alive. And that's the same thing flowed through our community. Music told the story of our lives and the life we wanted to live. Reminiscing about my early years, I grew up in South Los Angeles, better known as South Central. Yes. Woo! I can remember driving down Central Avenue, which was a block from my house. My parents would point out Central Avenue was where all the jazz and blues clubs and world-renowned singers, musicians, and dancers would perform. Also, the first owned black record shop, Dolphins of Hollywood, was on Central Avenue. And Councilman Curran Price of the 9th District, you know what I'm talking about. Not only was the music I heard in my household my foundation, but it was the orchestra teachers and the choir directors that took my love and our love of music to another level. And I know the people up here, we share a similar experience. At this point in my young life, I wasn't just feeling the music, I was learning the theory of music by studying cello in school. It is important to keep music in our schools and make it, yes, make it part of the child's formal education in some capacity, because it made a big one in our lives. We all have the capacity on some level to give back, as all of the legends up here have done throughout their careers. Whether it's starting a school of voice and artist development or writing a book, 17 Points of Longevity of Show Business, staying focused on your vision, as I have done, or being an accomplished musician, educator, and mentor, as Dr. Bobby Rodriguez is, okay? Just to name a few. We all have extraordinary gifts and life experiences, and I'm confident that all will continue to nurture and mentor our youth, and our shoulders will be the ones in which they will stand on. I'm humbled and particularly proud to be standing here today because on October the 3rd, 1980, my mother, Olivia Spruill, received a resolution from the city of Los Angeles from acting Councilman Gilbert Lindsay of the 9th District for her many years of community service, specifically voters registration. On behalf of all of the distinguished honorees, including myself, on receiving the Living Legends Jazzabration Award, I would like to thank again Council President Herb Wesson, Linda Morgan, for her dedication, Linda, for your dedication in keeping jazz and blues recognized in the schools and the world. We thank you from the bottom of our hearts for this prestigious acknowledgement. God bless you all.
We can do better than that. Let's give them a round. Yeah. Let's give them a real round of applause.
Mr. President, Mr. Price has some words he wants to share. Mr. Price.
Thank you, Mr. President. I just want to thank President Wesson and Linda Morgan for being real strong advocates on this point. And just to celebrate the honorees. You have been positive role models in our community. You've given us enjoyment, strength, confidence, and really have demonstrated the importance of being not just good musicians, because you also are activists. You're involved in the community in a whole range of ways. And we certainly are reminded that in July 25th and 26th, we'll have the Central Avenue Jazz Festival as a testament to the contributions that you have made over the years. And so we just want to celebrate you, congratulate you, keep up the good work, and proud that you are in Los Angeles. Congratulations.
Again, members, thank you for this accommodation. This is a history-making group of folk behind me. We're going to do this. We're going to make this a tradition where we do this every year because it's so important that the young people are introduced to the individuals that have taken this music and literally changed the world. So I think that I give you my word, as long as I'm here in June, that you guys will be here. Please, one more favor, members, give them a round of applause, one that they really deserve. We're going to go in the back, take some photographs. Thank you again so very much. If you could follow Albert Lord.
Thank you very much, Mr.
Thank
President.
you, Linda.
Special guest.